What's it?
Well, Bonnie has a program at the time, and she.
Yeah.
That must be the truck, yeah.
Treasurer?
Here. I'm here.
Right here. Supervisor? Okay.
All members present. And again, just to remind everyone to sign in on the sign-in sheet since this is the annual meeting. I'm just gonna take over for a minute if that's okay. The date for the next annual meeting is going to be April 20th, 2027, here at 6 p.m. And your first order of business is to approve the 2025 annual report minutes. I sent you all a copy. Jeff, you seconded? Carried in? On the agenda, or in the minutes last year, was a discussion of board salaries, which was tabled for the 2026 annual meeting. I have no idea what you wanna talk about, or if that even needs to be discussed at this time, or if we can, I don't know that we're making any changes, so, but it was tabled, so I have to mention it. Any discussion, anyone? You were? Okay. So, no further discussion. Alright, everybody got a copy of the financial report? This is for 2025. We can go through this briefly, and Amanda, you can chime in anytime you want. The first page is the revenue, so as of January 1st, 2025, we have our general checking account. We no longer have a savings account because ARPA funds were gone. So we only have the one account now again, which is a checking account. State of Wisconsin, we get our state highway aids, we get money from DNR, Sandhill, the state shared revenues, the lottery credits on the tax roll, $1.03 on that state exempt computer aid, which I got itemized out. Forest cropland, managed forest land, and then the personal property aid. So there's our total state revenue of $157,805. The county is the tax due district, that TDC, that is the money that we get in August from the people who pay taxes in July, because they're not paying to Amanda at that point, they're paying into the county, and the county sends it back to us. So that is the funds of the rest of the people who paid their taxes in July, and that's what they're sending to us as our revenue from that. Managed forest lands from the county, $6,600, and then the forest severance from the trees that they cut is $8,744. And then we have our town revenues, the real estate, the personal property taxes, the dog licenses, liquor licenses, other licenses. We had some overpaid property tax and chargebacks that we got, building permits, the hall rent, of $16.50, and the town of Hiles Cemetery, they reimburse us for mowing and maintenance, and then just miscellaneous revenue that I wasn't gonna itemize everything for $1,100. So our total town revenue is there, included with our bank balance, gets us to $1,089,037.70. Then the last 3 pages are what we spend all our money on. So, town board, the expenses you can see there for salaries, per diems, mileage, supplies, expense, meetings, workshops, and board of review and alternate member pay. What is not included in here is, any road work, because that's under road wages, and we keep that separate because that goes toward our general transportation. Clerk costs, keep in mind that this was both Melanie and myself, so this is 2. There's a lot of supplies and expense as well that go into the clerk stuff. For example, when Randall went to the board of review, I paid for the meeting and I got reimbursed, but it goes under clerk, so it's still money coming out of the budget, it just a matter of what it comes out of. Treasurer, salary and per diems, the assessor, $7,500. Elections, we only had the 1 last year, and so this number will go up in 2026. We have the taxes that we have to pay, the 941s and the retirement contributions, which are no longer, so that's a line item that will be gone in 2026 as well. And then just all the expenses for the town hall, electric, gas, plowing, mowing, wages. Page 3 is the highways and road maintenance.
Can I just ask one question with elections? With the payroll, what's the 15? You only had 1 election, so is that for some other stuff that went to?
That would be any training that somebody went to, and there was somebody who went to a lot of training for elections and payroll or anything that needed to be done, whether it's the chairman, the clerk, the chief election inspector, anybody that goes to any trainings in addition is included in that payroll. So it's not just the people who work that day. It's the whole year of everything that goes into that, for anything for an election. And chief election inspectors and clerks have to have so many hours of training, they are required, biannually to have enough training, so, and then there was some new equipment that people needed to be trained on, and so that all goes under the elections. Good question. Highways, road maintenance, did my best to itemize these out. So, just as a side note, we didn't have QuickBooks in January, February, March, and it came in the middle of April. So a lot of what I had to do here was looking at paper, which is no longer here. So, we took what we had in QuickBooks, the county sent me bills, and this is what we came up with. So, the good news is, as highways, road maintenance, we spent more than we had come in, which is ideally what you wanna do, because it goes on a 3-year rolling average, you have to spend 115% of what you're getting in for aid, in order to keep getting that aid. So, that's a good number. Any questions on this at all? So far? I know I'm going really fast. Tax settlements, which we pay back to the county, the Pittsville School District, Mid-State, paying back for dog licenses to the county, managed forest land, and then the refund of escrow that we had to do as well, where someone overpaid and we had to pay back. Waste management costs, which also includes the recycling, of $46,633. Public safety, I screwed up this year, I'm gonna say it. I paid our first payment for 2026 in December, and it came out in December, so I have to put it on this annual report. which is gonna make 2026 look really, really good, because we're only gonna have one payment coming out. So the only thing that changed was I had to indicate something on our Form CT for that difference. But the payment is the payment, whether it's in December or January. We had our business owners, workers' comp insurance, humane society fees, and emergency management for fire numbers. And then we had some miscellaneous expenses, which was the town association dues, the tax, accounting, software expenses, and then publications for the fiscal record. On the last page are the loans, the Board of Commissioner of Public Lands. On a side note, this balance for that loan of $16,060 has already been paid this year, so that loan at this point today is technically paid off. And we only have one loan left, which is the town of Hiles, which is a zero interest loan. So, that's at $73,000 right now. And it's actually less than that because we've already made a payment this year. So total monies dispersed is $828,479.46. Take that with the balance we had on hand, and our dispersed and ending balance matches our monies available. So it is a balanced budget from what you're seeing. What questions do you have?
So the balance on hand is actually $260,000.
At December 31st. Yes. Not the million, correct.
Right. We kinda wish, but we
That'd be
know,
nice.
we know the
Yeah.
truth.
This really doesn't affect anything, I'm just curious. So we take in $416 for dog licenses,
Mm-hmm.
and it all gets 380 or whatever.
Correct, yes.
Nothing to do with that.
Sounds about right,
Yes, that is correct. Any other questions?
Can we adjourn this and go for the?
We sure can. If you guys wanna make a motion, if no one has any other comments, or very good motion?
Nicely done, Diana, very clear, easy to read.
We just call the next one to order about the pledge and stuff, is everybody good with that?
Yes. Yeah.
No, that's
for next year.
That's for next year.
Oh.
Hang on a second, we'll get to the next one. All right, so. Okay, so the March meeting minutes, there were a couple of changes that were made that have not been posted yet because if I post stuff and then share it, we only get 3 shares on the website, and once that's done, it's gone, and I can't share it anymore. So, the change that was made for the March minutes was under, Dexter Wood Road culvert bid discussion. The word bid was changed to estimate, so Dennis received one estimate from Earth, which didn't include blacktop. Took out dollar amounts, there were no dollar amounts on any of these estimates or bids that were mentioned in our minutes. American Asphalt would do the blacktop, the other contractors refused to do business, the county gave an estimate as well. And so I took out the dollar amounts and I changed the word bid to estimate. Now, it also says that the clerk will put the project in the Pittsville record for sealed bids and we can address it at the April meeting. The clerk did not put that project in the Pittsville record because this clerk right here has absolutely no idea how to write that up or what you want me to put on there. So when we get to that item in this agenda, we can talk about how you wanna handle it. So, I just, somebody needs to make a motion if they
Those
approve
correct,
that.
yep. Yes, I make a motion.
Okay. Yeah, ready?
Treasury report,
Yep.
please.
So we had a previous balance of $173,259.21. We received $19,808.90. We paid out $13,419.04, which gives us a bank balance of $179,649.07.
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, clerk report. Election went very smoothly. No issues with that, thanks to all the election workers that showed up. And for all the fantastic food that the workers brought, I think I gave 6 pounds that day. The open book time has changed from 1 to 3. Paul's and Associates called. It's not like it's here, it's virtual. So if somebody wants to call, it's from 1 to 3 that day. And they're just making themselves available to anyone. And that is in the Pittsville record, that time change, and online. So, the other thing is the Pittsville Fire Company has an appreciation picnic on Wednesday, June 3rd at 5 p.m. They allow 1 couple from the board to go. Cocktails and refreshments start at 5, a meal and program begins at 6. Dan and I have gone to this in the past, it's actually a very nice picnic. So I just need to RSVP and let them know who will be attending. Anyone?
Anyone attending?
Anybody wanna go?
Not
No.
at this time.
No? No?
No, we'll probably be doing farm work, so, with all the rain.
Well, hang on a second. Alright. School's done in June, right? Like he's out of
Yeah.
school?
Extra agenda paper.
Yeah, May.
Okay, well, if you want, Dan and I will go and represent Dexter.
There's one over there.
Anybody else wanna go? Okay. Okay. They have done a lot of work for us this year, so.
Might be nice for you to show up.
Thank them all. Okay, I think that's all I have for my updates. So permits and licenses.
2 building permits. Chicken coop / shed to put a 4-wheeler in. I guess either 4.
Yeah, I'll put it, I don't know.
Mr. Engel on Pine Lane is building a chicken coop, approximately 12 by 24. And John Strandmark is building a metal frame building, 26 by 36. I went and looked in, as far as property lines go, so. And the chicken coop, I think, is just one of the older slide off deals.
We shouldn't have any problem, because they really don't have anything going to ordinances for
Right.
it.
Right.
Okay, so Mr. Engel on Pine Lane is building a chicken coop,
Yeah.
just that, and John Strandmark is building a 26 by 36 metal building.
Where was that in?
Well, on Highway 54.
Oh, Highway 54.
Yeah, he's out on the end of the line, just before.
Okay. Planning and zoning member change updates. Craig is being removed as a member of planning and zoning, being replaced with Heather Yusra, and Nicole will now be the alternates. Everybody's excited. Do we need to make a motion to approve that?
I'll make a motion.
We'll have it in unison. Okay. discussion approval of clerk reimbursement for fire loss items. This was discussed at the last meeting.
What do we need to discuss?
I don't know, you need to approve
Yep.
it.
I'll just make a motion to approve it.
Second, third. All the way around.
Oh, you're too.
Thanks. I did get a letter from Rural Mutual, which I have in the file under insurance, because the total loss was $1,116, and our deductible is $2,500, it didn't pay to file a claim, so there was no coverage with the insurance company. So we timed it, okay. The WTMA meeting, it was, the one from last Friday was canceled due to weather, so Cranmore just got off, they got off scot-free, not even fair. But we are still on for May. So for the speakers, I have like a 5-minute spiel from Julie Strun to just briefly tell people about the Cran City Corner building going up where, across from Polly's Diner, and what that is about. And then Trent Miner, who was supposed to speak last Friday, is gonna come and talk to the group. So we actually will have 2 speakers, but one is gonna be so short that, it shouldn't take too long. What we do have to discuss is the meal. So
So we just used that one catering lady that was,
we can, or we can ask Polly's. I don't know if anybody's ever had Polly's catered before. I know we had, who was that one? Ma's hometown. Does anybody have a suggestion of someone we should call to cater a meal? There's usually about 50, would you say?
At
50,
least, yeah,
50 people about?
yeah.
Keep
at
it
least.
local.
Keep it local, right?
Always got good
Polly's, I mean, cause we've
Either
had that
Polly's
Ma's
or-
catering before with the WTA, but, I mean, it would be nice to maybe use Polly's since they're right there if they can do it.
Yeah.
The grocery store does it now too.
Oh, okay.
We'll see what Polly's can do first, and then,
And if they are not
Yeah.
available, then contact the grocery store.
you know,
Or Babcock Cafe, they do catering too. They bring stuff to Bab, or to Ocean Spray.
A lot of decisions.
I would try Polly's first.
I'll call Paul's.
You'll call Polly.
I'll talk to Sarah. And say anywhere from 50 to 75 people. I've never been to one.
I would say 50 to 60.
6,
just, it always depends on the weather.
yeah, it
Yeah.
depends on the weather and,
Well, May is gonna be.
And who's
nice, so,
speaking.
Yeah, when it's crappy out, people don't come, but I don't.
I'll stand there with the stick and tell them when we take too much. Does that work? I don't know.
Yeah. And then as far as beverages, I can try to contact, gardeners and see if they would be willing to donate any juice or anything, or
Or Ocean Spray.
Ocean Spray. Do you know anybody at Ocean Spray that works there that might be able to have an input cleaner in the building, or?
Kelly comes in once a week.
Okay. Otherwise, I will just plan to pick up,
I'll talk to Leroy tomorrow.
Okay. otherwise I'll just plan to pick up some water and soda. And do you want to provide beer? Because a lot of times there's beer, a lot of times there's not, it's like half and half.
can we do that?
No?
I thought,
Okay.
There hasn't been the last couple.
So-
yeah, the last couple ones haven't.
I think the last one was Arpin.
There are a bunch of drugs over there.
Okay, the meeting's being recorded, sorry, Arpin. Yeah, that's fine. So Diana will pick up water and soda. Thank you. Review and discussion of town board involvement in roads. I was asked to put this on the agenda just to discuss the involvement of the board members and how they wanna handle it going forward.
You wanna start, Joe? Like, roads, discussing on who can call, can't call, or something
road work,
Right.
correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
And we can all
yeah,
talk to the county or whoever's taking care of whatever service.
exactly.
Okay, any supervisor can be contacted for road work and whoever is available will take responsibility.
I work an awful lot, so this guy's.
Okay,
But it would be nice to communicate.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if you talk to, it'd be nice for me to know, it'd be nice for Greg to know, or
Exactly.
likewise.
Yes, I was.
That's what I did last year. I had to get a hold of you and.
okay, any supervisor can be contacted for road work and whoever's available will take responsibility and communicate with the other board members.
So if people call Mike now, we should just tell them to talk to the board people?
No, I don't, I mean, if somebody calls Mike to cut a tree, Mike can still go cut a tree, right?
If you want to. If you
Yeah.
have
Well,
time and-
they call them all the time when there's stuff on the roads, so I just need to know if that's still kosher or not.
Don't bother me a bit.
Okay, all right.
If it bothers you,
Kyle's
just let us know.
will still be
Come
appointed
on.
contact. Okay, so Mike Kyle's will still be appointed contact as well.
Okay.
Good? Okay. Do we need a motion on that? Okay. Thank you. Dexterwood Road culvert bid discussion. Diana requested the board write up a bid proposal for the local paper if that's what they choose to do, and then I will ensure it gets published. You take it from there.
I've been working on this, getting, some stuff together for it. I talked extensively with the county and stuff back and forth on this. There's engineering permits and DNR permits that have to be filed when we do it, because it is the size of a bridge they're considering this. It's not your average 36-inch culvert that they can put in. So, I don't know how I can explain this one. It's, I still want to involve in that 50-50, because we're filling out the paperwork right now for this LRIP.
Yep.
For this money, all right? That's gonna be issued in, I believe, July.
But that stuff is a guarantee that we're gonna get that?
No,
Or is it a
no
chance?
guarantee.
No.
But if I go through with it, because that bridge on Dexter is a 1-2 or whatever for fixing, so.
It's a
if
2.
It's most likely to get, be able to get money for it, because
That's the worst one.
yeah, it's the worst one. And Wood County said, that's fine. They said we would wait until, later, because they said that it takes a couple months to get the culvert anyway. And they said if we did get the LRIP money, that would, trying to explain this here, it would pay for the, basically this 50-50.
No, it would pay, if we do the if we
She was
do,
there for me.
okay, I've been working with him, so I'll just kinda, okay, if we apply for Dexterwood Road, that culvert is a 2. That is a severe culvert that needs to be replaced within the year. And it's, when we watch the video, they're more apt to, do the 2s first, and then the 3s and the 4s, on Dairy Road would be a potential, but we don't know either. So anyway, if we apply for it, they're gonna award them in July, so we'll know this year already in July if we can, if we will get that paid for.
Can we hold off on the work till after July, whether we know we have the money or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
right,
they wouldn't get. the
because
culvert
Wood
built.
County has to do it, we have, if we schedule it with Wood County, well, it